If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love Wnst.net.
Put you on the clock. You got 5 minutes. Go get him, Chris. Do some sports radio.
Thank you very much. First off, thank you very much for this opportunity. Really do appreciate the chance just to be able to do something great like this and to be able to show myself and just prove what I can do. So thank you very much for that. As most of you know, I mean, the baseball world has suffered a lot this week. 3 deaths within a week. I mean, they always say death comes in 3, so it's really no surprise. But not only Nick Adenhart last week, but also Harry Callis and the Bird yesterday, of course. Mark Fidrich. Sorry about that. I couldn't think of his name. But, you know, just what is happening, you know, to the world of baseball right now is amazing. The fact that, you know, people are just up and dying. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Harry Callis, I just want to say something about him. He, as far as I'm concerned, is the top of the top when it comes to sports announcers. I mean, you can put him up there with Ernie Carr. Gosh, I can't think of his name. My mind's going blank here. But even from my experience, Skip Carey was always great. Harry Carey. I mean, it's just, he is the top of the top. And if you don't know much about him, then you're really missing out. Even being with NFL Film since 1975, you know, if you don't know anything about him or you don't know his trademark voice, where have you been? I mean, this man is simply amazing. The fact that he was with the Phillies since 1971, he actually opened up Veterans Stadium. He was the master of ceremonies for the opening and closing of Veterans Stadium, and also was the master of the ceremonies for the opening of Citizen Bank Park. I mean, he is such a monumental figure to the city of Philadelphia, and I'm sure they're going to feel his loss for a long time. And just, I mean, even he was acknowledged for his work for receiving the Ford C. Frick Award back in 2002. And, you know, I just put him up there among the top people as far as analysts and things like that, as far as the baseball world is concerned. But as far as, and also Mark Fidrich, I mean, I don't know any Tigers fans personally, but I'm sure they're feeling the pain today too as far as what happened with him. You know, it's just a sad tragedy what happened on his farm and everything. I mean, this guy, from what I've read and what I understand, was simply amazing in his first year. I mean, he was just, you know, maybe a couple months younger than Nick Adenhart was, but the fact that he pitched 24 complete games, had an ERA of 2.34 and a record of 19-9, finished with second, actually, in the Cy Young vote behind Jim Palmer. I mean, it's just amazing. And all of a sudden, you know, like a lot of players, it all just goes downhill because of injury, and, you know, it's just a sad case. And, you know, unfortunately, after he tore his rotator cuff and, you know, messed himself up with the injuries and whatnot, he was just never the same, and it's a real unfortunate circumstance. And I hope that the Tiger fans out there just understand that, you know, he will be missed. And, you know, that what he did back in '76 with them, that fact that he helped raise attendance and bring in money for the franchise and help put them out there, you know, the fact that he became a rock star pretty much, appearing on the cover of Rolling Stone, and the fact that he was on Sports Illustrated with Big Bird, which was actually his real name, as if you know back then, the Bird, the Bird is the word. And as always, just the fact that he was who he was, and the fact that he made such a big mark, even with his crazy antics of, you know, talking to the ball and talking to himself and cleaning the cleat marks off of the mound. And I mean, this guy was just what he did was simply amazing. I got to give him props for that. So, you know, just for 2 of those people to die in the same day, it's just amazing. And also, just in case you didn't know, he actually wrote an autobiography called No Big Deal back in the 70s during the peak of his career. So if you want to check that out and learn more about him, then go ahead and do that. Actually, a little bit more trying to move forward here with some basketball news. Florida International, of course, as you've heard, has signed Isaiah Thomas to be their new head coach. And it's another interesting fact to see an NBA head coach move from the top of the top when it comes to basketball down to the lower ranks of the college game. I mean, some teams have actually thrived when it comes to this, and some coaches, I should say, have thrived when it came to this, and some haven't. So it's just going to be interesting to see, like John Calipari, he did not do very well the NBA game, but it's just going to be interesting to see how he does with that. So my time is up, and I thank you very much for this opportunity.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.